I seen you with her, Matt, underneath the goddamn tree. Story season 6 episode 3 review. 4. So Matt and Shelby is arguing about what happened when she caught him in the woods having sex with the witch, and Matt doesn't remember. He's upset. He's like, I don't remember what happened, and he doesn't. You can see in his eyes that she started to believe him and see that he's telling the truth. He wasn't lying about not remembering what happened. So Shelby walks in the bathroom to take a shower. And she took off her shoes and she opens the shower curtain and see there's a man, the same man that was sacrificed in the woods that she's seen. And he's chasing them down. He chases her in the hallway, out the bathroom in the hallway. And she falls to the ground. She calls Matt. Matt tackles the pig man or whatever. And she grabs the knife. They go downstairs and they're walking down the hallway. And the pig man is right there. So the man that they've been seeing in the video, throws a knife, throws something at the pig man, and he goes to them to talk to them, and then the pig wakes up and he yells out Croatoan or something to get rid of it, and it goes away. When they come back, Shelby says Croatoan. She says, I've heard that word 3 times already. And he explains to them what it meant and what happened, what it does and the history of it and how it was used. And it flashes to a video of Priscilla carving the word on a tree branch. So as it gets heated and Matt tries to kick the man out. And he's like, you're gonna need me, Piggy, this is not gonna be the last time you see him, you're gonna see him again, he'll be back. And Shelby was like, he knows a lot. He knows too much, so they started trusting him and believing him, and they started, I think they were talking about Flora, and they named Priscilla, and he was like, oh, well, let me take you to where she plays. So they goes in the woods and they go to where she normally plays at, and as they're walking, Shelby sees the witch. She sees the witch, and then she runs towards her and chase her down the woods, and she gets lost, and she sees these weird men with blood and holes in their faces, and the guy who was taking them to Priscilla grabbed her, and then they all found Priscilla and everyone and the other spirits, and they saw Flora. And Flora was blindfolded and playing with them. Oh yeah, and before, I was explaining to them about the house, and there were a family there prior to them being there, and there was 3 kids, a husband and a wife. They were living in that house, started hearing noises, everyone goes upstairs to see what it was, and it was pigs and everything all around the house. The mom said that they can't live in that house no more because of what happened, and the daughter goes upstairs and get pushed by the pig man, and they go and pray to their ancestors for protection. And the butcher and her squad end up coming and killing the husband, but we don't see what happened with the other people, but we know that they're killed. So the delusional crazy sisters who were working in a home, elderly people, they were killing them and doing things to them, feeding them rat poison and stuff. And when the butcher came, one of the sisters was washing her hair, and the butcher grabbed her and hit her head towards the sink and took her and her sister outside and sacrificed them. The man who was helping them look for Priscilla ends up getting killed. They run towards their home, and Cricket comes outside and was like, you guys look frightened. Are you ready to do things my way? He goes and talks to her, he comes back and he runs in the house, and he didn't realize how long he was gone yet, how long he was gone. And, he was explaining to them about what happened, and they were like, the butcher, Shelby says the butcher, he says no. He met them The butcher feeds her son and the other people with some type of fruit, and it poisons them, gets them sick, and they die. They're all slaughtered. Butcher is covered with blood. Gaga slaughters her, does a spell. The cricket tells him that it was a blood sacrifice for the ancient gods. Every year on their anniversary of the slaughter, the spirits go from being merely loathsome to legal. Shelby said they can't leave because they haven't gotten Florida yet. She's still out there with these people she don't know. Spell to put the butcher and her people down for good, but it won't bother them anymore. And Cricket gets in his Uber. He leaves. He said he needs to get his herbs and he needs some different things to do, and some chanting words to kind of help him get rid of what's going on with this butcher. And asked, have you ever heard of the term evil? And when he said that, the car stops. The man stops the car, but it was Flora walking past the car. Cricket gets out and goes and chases him. So we get back, Shelby is asleep when she wakes up. Goes to sleep on Matt's lap. And Matt wakes up and takes his gun outside because he hears noise, and then he see light on the bottom where they're about to take with the man. So they go back. Anyway, he goes down there, and the witches make it out. He's in a daze. He tried to resist, but he couldn't. And Shelby wakes up and goes outside to see the butcher and her squad and sees Flora. So Shelby is yelling and screaming, calling Matt's name. Matt comes out and runs towards her, and we see Flora, and the butcher is getting ready to kill Flora, but Priscilla helps her, and then the butcher ends up slapping her, and then they end up getting Flora going upstairs. So then we see Cricket, which is with them, and he ends up getting, his guts sticking out, and they get a knife, and they stick it through him and kills him. And I'm kind of sad that Cricket is dead now because he probably was one of my favorite guys. That, he might be next because now we've lost two people that was big helps to us, that helped us understand what was going on, and now they're dead, and now we don't know what to do, so now they're confused and lost and have to figure things out on their own. But they have Flora, so I'm hoping maybe they will leave, but they'll just take this week that they're still there. They're going through worse things than what they were when they first moved in. This season is reminding me so much of season 1, Murder House, but it's just been a different storyline, a little bit of different characters, a different direction, but it just really reminds me of Murder House a lot. But that's all I got. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Like the video, I will be reviewing American Horror Story every week until the season finale because it's my favorite show to review. So thanks for watching.